the Russians, when they invaded, you could actually sit in your prepared defensive positions. The Russians didn't really know. Every person could be an enemy combatant, and it often turned out to be. And so it was actually quite effective. And then morale was on your side, because once you saw a few knocked out Russian tanks, the media is on your side. It's great. But now, 10 months in, and let's say 1 year from now, who knows, this war is going to continue. The morale will never be the same again, because you're not fighting in entrenched defensive positions that you built over 8 years. Those positions are gone. Or if let's say the Russian army does make another advance on Kyiv, then possibly we might have that kind of urban street battle. But the Russians would this time be knowing exactly what they're going into. And they would probably use a lot of those American tactics to be able to take the cities. City fighting, if you look at anything in history, has always been really, really bad. If the people want to fight in cities, like Kherson, there was no actual fighting. That's why it was fine.
You need no 10 times. The attacker needs 10 times the amount of the defenders.
Now. We're talking about each particular, and if anybody's has any military experience, you would know that we are basically going to be coordinating across this street and this factory. And in Stalingrad, if we look at the battles, they were actually across particular buildings, which were really contested. And we are talking thousands of people dying across a few buildings. It is just not comparable to open field battle. And the Ukrainians just don't have the stomach for open field battle. It's quite easy to stand in your own city and say, yes, I'll fight the Russians, and they're just a kilometer from you. Go 200 kilometers in the freezing snow, and
they have been marching across the Kharkiv and Lugansk recently. So the Ukrainians have been actually remarkably mobile, I would have thought. I didn't expect them to push as far as they did in Kharkiv and Lugansk.
But they weren't really manned positions. So I was surprised as well. But really, if you look at the Russian deployment, they didn't really have troops there in any. No. They surprisingly hadn't even dug in, which is, I don't even understand what Russian military doctrine is, but they didn't really dig in and entrench those positions to protect them. It was almost as if they were waiting for the Ukrainians to just take this all away.
Well, it's a Russian fighting style. You lose for a while and then you win. They've been doing that for hundreds of years.
But you need the numbers.
That's a way to
put it. They have the numbers.
Right, the Russians lose heaps of men.
They call it a Mongolian retreat.
And then they smash the fuck out of you.